Hello everybody, Wazgoose Gaming back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the new season of Clan Wars that is about to begin in, actually, as this video is about being done currently, I'd say within about 24 hours or so. So, not much time on our hands, and we'll talk about what we got to expect. Now, I only have 4 currently tier 10s, but there are plenty other tier 10s we can say that you can use and stuff like that or point out. So also with me is Spy, and also the great Wonder Bread. Yes, him.
Currently eating bread.
Oy, the language of these two. Anyway, so tier 10 only. You're only allowed 1 battleship, and cruisers and destroyers are unlimited currently. No carriers.
A lot of fires.
Three per.
3 what?
3 cruisers, 3 destroyers.
Okay. Oh, it has to be 3-3?
Or it might be 4 cruisers, 4 destroyers.
It didn't specify.
It did, I just can't remember which.
I'll have to take a look. Let's just double check our rules, folks. Bum ba dum bum ba. Tiers is 7. 7 ships, 1 battleship, no carriers, clan pals only during prime time. That's it. Doesn't say anything else. That's the only rules it said.
Oh, never mind then.
So, technically it looks like you can do all destroyers if you want.
If you wanted, but I highly doubt that's super.
I'm just saying, if the team wants to, they could. But
Probably YOLO it.
yeah, but you don't want to do that. Now, we already discussed the rules of Clan Wars. You can see in a previous video, so look at that if you want. Catch up on that, and you can know what we're talking about. But now, we're not talking about that. We're talking about ships that you guys recommend, ships you can use, ships you don't want to use, and ships that you might expect to see. So first off, let's say battleship line. You can only pick 1, so we have 4 to choose. You have Conqueror, Yamato, Montana, and Kurfürst. So recommendations across the boards. Most cases, people are probably going to say Yamato. Reason for, because it's got the bigger guns, better defense against torpedoes, and a bigher health pool.
I don't know, Conquerors.
But the second choice would definitely be Conqueror 2, because it also has an OP heal and very, very good high explosive rounds. Not to mention, it does have the British AP type shell, which allows it to citadel cruisers very, very well, if you think about it.
Or AP.
It does.
It's cruiser piercing, not battleship. Therefore, it's not armor piercing.
But it's going to be really good against cruisers. That's my point.
That's true.
That's what I'm talking about. You're only allowed 1 battleship. You're probably going to fire an HE at the battleship. The cruisers, AP, they're screwed. Flat out. Kurfürst would be another okay choice, but I wouldn't recommend it. The reason why I'm saying this would be an excellent choice is destroyers. You got very good secondaries. You actually have an ability to fire really, really well. The least choice I highly not recommend is Montana. It's very good guns, but she's not going to do really good in clan battles because, and this is my thoughts on it, not very good secondaries. The only really strong suit for this ship is really its anti-air. And what's the reason for anti-air if there's no planes or carriers going to be in the matches?
It's pretty much useless.
It's pretty much fairly unusable. But if you're really good at a Montana and you're really good against going against other cruisers, I'm not going to go against you. If you want to use it, fine. But probably your clan's not going to recommend you using this ship. So try to get yourself a Kurfürst, Yamato, or a Conqueror. That's your choices, really. Now let's go to the cruiser line, because there's not many cruisers, but there are a few. So the cruisers we have is Zhao, Des Moines, Moskva, Hindenburg, Minotaur, and Henry.
Is it Henry?
Henry.
Alright, I always say Henry because it's H-E.
Call it Henry.
I always call it Henry the Fourth.
You can't pronounce. Call it Henry.
Fine.
It's easier.
I don't care. I just think that's what it looks like it said. Psh, whatever. Anyway, so those are choices real quick. Now, recommendations? this is actually going to be a difficult one really to choose from. Because the thing of it is we have to update where smoke is going to be a problem. With now the detectability changes coming out the next patch, which I don't have them on paper on front of me, but it is going to make Minotaur not as powerful as it was before.
It's going to be a nerf. It's a huge...
Rip Minotaur.
Yes. Second ship, we're probably going to have an issue with is possibly... I don't know. I think the other ones are very decent cruisers overall.
I don't think any of that.
I don't think
any of the other ones are getting any hindrances in any way.
Well, in the clan battles, any clan battle at all, I think you can use pretty much any ship in here, in these lines, and actually do a decent job for your team. If you're really good in one of these ships, you could do a fair job. The only ship you're going to have to be very careful with is if you use Hindenburg, because if you have a couple battleships in your far range out there, even if it's got the best armor of any tier 10 currently in the game, it's got very, very good armor, Hindenburg, you will get citadeled for days in this ship because of how well they can penetrate at max distances. At close distances, you do have turtle black armor, which does reduce that chance. Like, I'm putting out the armor guides. There it is. There's turtle black right there.
I have a disclaimer.
Very well. Go
If
ahead.
you're against the Yamato, don't even think you can angle.
Oh yeah.
It'll
Well,
go straight through it.
Or you're gonna die. Bottom line, you're gonna get murdered.
unless you're unless you're a destroyer.
Destroyers also get murdered.
If those 155s get to shoot HE,
Yes.
Musashi.
Yeah, I get it, but we're not going for Musashi here. That's not a video, guys.
no, if they
One, you
give
can't.
everyone that stupid over murdering 155 HE,
Yeah. I mean,
Got
but
me primaries.
yes. But overall, I say that there's no real issues with any of these ships. Cruiser-wise, pick a ship you're really good in, you'll do fine. The only thing is you might have trouble now is with Minotaur, but it can do pretty good if you know how to use it with the new changes. If you really can negate the issues with the smoke changes, I think you'll do a fair job.
Oh, expect a lot of Zows.
Well, that's a possibility. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely you're going to see a lot of Zows in here.
Shimikazes and maybe, and probably not actually very many curves.
We're not talking about destroyers. That's next. We're going to see a lot of Zows, I'm sure. We're probably going to see a few Moskvas, too.
I'd expect a couple Moskvas because of their 12-kilometer, their like 12-kilometer radar.
Not to mention very good guns. Very, very good guns. I think nobody in this room can not disagree with that situation.
With
Moskva has
guns.
very, very good guns.
did you say the best guns?
I said,
Very, very good.
listen to what I say, Wondering.
I'm doing something in the background.
Take a break.
Okay, go ahead.
I said that Moskva definitely is going to be a ship that we're definitely going to see quite a bit, as it's going to have very good guns, very good radar, and very good range. Do a very good job for the team. Germany-wise,
It'll basically combat the cruisers.
yes. Well, also, Hindenburg's another good... Like I said overall, you can't go wrong with any cruiser in this game.
Maybe Minotaur.
Well, I'm saying, if you can handle the smoke changes and you're able to get yourself in a good position, and you know what you're doing, you'll do
everyone in
fine.
the game and their pet qua and their brother, sister, mother, they're going to be all running hydro and radar.
Yep.
Well,
Why would you even run as a minute?
Especially with
We
Moskvas.
just switched this out on our clan.
So just don't have Minotaur at all.
We pulled Minotaur.
It's a possibility. All right, but like I said, that's one of the changes. Now let's go into the cream of the crop. We're probably going to have these ships being our must-needed linchpin pointers. You know what I mean? The destroyers. So we got Germany. We have the Z-52. Russia. We have Grozovoy and Khabarovsky. I know I probably said that wrong.
I think you mean light cruiser Havarovsk?
Khabarovsk. Tier 10
with a warp core.
Yeah, Gearing, Shimikaze, and that's it.
I think Gearing or Habarovsk will probably be one of the two of the most used destroyers.
Shima
Other than
too.
Shimakaze.
Shimakaze would be another one.
Well, Shimakaze is going to be rented to like everybody, so.
Can I just say Z52 is going to be probably a huge blade one?
Yes, I agree. You didn't think of that one too. It has Hydro. Hydro.
Whatever.
It has
same
Hydro.
thing. Still detect ships and smoke.
Yes, it will detect ships and smoke. Hydro increases your acquisition range.
So basically, it'll help other ships it'll be like the destroyer detector, so other ships can smack the others.
Exactly, and it has very good guns too. It has twin 5-inchers. Has 6 guns, 2 in each 3 turrets that have a fire range without any updates, buddy. 12.1, and it has a firing reload time of 4 seconds. So they can do just as good as a Gearing's spam fire, but they're also, let me put this out too.
Torpedoes are slightly weaker, I think.
Yeah, but also let me point out that these main battery guns are also dual purpose 128s.
The
Z-
oh, never mind. I heard 128 Z52.
Yeah, they're 128s. So they're very good guns. They're not as good as, Russia, but
The Soviet
Invented
Union.
by hand is stolen.
yes. But that's pretty much
Balanced destroyer.
yes. So, but like I said, any of those ships are pretty good. You can't go wrong with any of the ships. Gearing, I think, is going to be a tough sit-in for most teams. I think because it really doesn't bring. It's a good solid. It doesn't have though an overpower. It's an all-round ship. It's not.
Swap out. Well, I'm the only one with a Habarovsk, so that's a problem. Whatever. Never
Well,
mind.
I'm just saying we're overall and as everybody can actually listen, as a YouTube video. Using the Gearing is a good overall ship, but it isn't strong as like in torpedoes as a Shimakaze. It's not as good as gun detection as a Z52 because it can get in positions that it can detect other ships very, very well because of the hydroacoustic. And it isn't good as a spam firing gunship as Habarovsk. Grozvoy, that's going to be a tough ship to sit in. It's solid, but it's not over god as other ships like Habarovsk. Even though Habarovsk has gotten nerfed multiple times in different aspects, it's still a very good, viable ship. And I think everybody in this agree that Habarovsk is still a viable ship after all these nerfs.
Yep.
So, basically, that's all I can really recommend. I really can't recommend ships that are wrong. The only one I can't say is kind of bad is Montana. That's all
If there were CVs, I'd play Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if there's other ships you can choose in the battleship line. If you need a battleship player, I would recommend them picking something else. Please pick something else than Montana. If they have it. There's Grover Converse is going to be out for rental for the first leg of the season. Tell them to pick that up. I'm sure they have a free Bismarck that they could switch the commander into. Which will be much more viable and helpful for the team. I think everybody, we get pretty much what we said. Anything I missed? Anybody got anything that they want to add?
Well, other than Shimakaze is going to be complete garbage unless played by like a Unicom or something.
That's a possibility. I mean, it's got very good detection. So it can get in places that can be very concealed.
Torps are...
Torps are detected from orbit.
What?
Torps are detected from orbit.
Yeah, that too. Although
Yeah.
there's a shitload of them, so if you deploy them in close proximity, you're probably not going to dodge like a couple of them.
Yeah, but again, if the
They're
amount
detected.
gets its 155, 18.
I agree, but I'm just saying, as it's a ship that for detectability, it is a very, very good ship for being, as I call it, the ninja. Very stealthy.
Get out, hopefully get different damage.
So you can get in positions.
But oh well.
That's how I like to play Japanese destroyers. Get in, get out, hope to get some damage.
I like being the ninja. Oh, you didn't see me there. Bye-bye. That's my thoughts on that. But anybody has any other ideas what the kind of ships they want to see in clan battles? what you like, what you think is going to be coming out, what you expect. Write down in the comments down below. I'm sure I'd love to have everybody having a general discussion what they think is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. What do you think is a good ship for this this first season of Clan Battles? And I think it's fair enough to have it at tier 10 because, you know, this is people that are actually been in this game long dang enough, that actually have been playing long enough to actually have something where they actually have to have themselves a really good challenge. And it's not like they're going to say, oh, the elitists of the elitists have to be there. They're also getting rentals out. So there's no way that anybody who's played this game long enough is not going to have a difficulty. There are going to be rentals for people who have tier 8 ships. So you're not going to have a chance of having yourself screwed over. Not at all. I think that's basically the gist of that. So rate, comments down below, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this little video. As always, take care of yourselves, and I hope you see you in the next one. Take care.